So you're looking for the pros and cons of being a real estate agent. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Bill Kelly. I am the Director of Productivity Coaching here in Philadelphia, Keller Williams Empower, Keller Williams Mainline, where we coach, train, and hold accountable new and experienced agents so they can live their life by design. So the title of this video is Pros and Cons. If I'm guessing you might be watching this because you're thinking maybe of getting into real estate, please like and subscribe for more videos. But I'm going to get right into it. This business will give you freedom. It'll give you income. It'll give you lots of things, control over your life, or it'll expose every bad habit that you have, every excuse, and every limiting belief. Most people actually just get into real estate for the wrong reasons. They want freedom without discipline. They want money without talking to people. They want flexibility without structure. So let's just talk about the real pros and cons, not necessarily the Instagram or the Facebook version. So, like I mentioned, I'm a productivity coach for real estate. I coach over the years. I have coached hundreds of agents. I've spoken to thousands of agents. And I can tell you a couple things. The business does not reward intention. You might have great goals. You might have great intentions. You might be really smart and really knowledgeable. The business doesn't care. It rewards your behavior. So if you're thinking of getting into real estate, you don't need any more motivation. You just have to understand what the business requires. So I'm going to dive right in. I'm going to talk about the pros. I'm going to give 3 pros, 3 cons. Pro number 1, you may have heard this one before, unlimited income. Sounds great, right? Yes, you can make a lot of money in real estate. There's no cap. There's no ceiling. There's no salary. But here's what nobody tells you. The income is unlimited because the responsibility is unlimited. So you're not just selling homes. You are generating your own business. You're managing your own pipeline. You're the one handling all the emotions, the negotiations, the problems. You're doing it all. And the people who make the most amount of money, they're the ones, and I've said this in my other videos, they're the ones that are having the most conversation. You don't have to be the best looking, the smartest in the room. I know some crazy real estate agents that you're like, you look at them from the outside and you're like, how are they making so much money? Because they have the best relationships, they have the best connections, and they talk to the most people. So if you're not willing to talk to people, I'd probably close this video and don't worry about the rest. But if you're still on the hook, stay with me. Pro number 2, we've heard this one millions of times. I'm getting into real estate for the flexibility. Yeah, you can control your schedule. Absolutely. That's one of the biggest reasons people get into real estate. But here's the truth. Flexibility is actually a very dangerous trap to people that are not disciplined. Because here's the thing. Nobody's going to come up to you, tap you on your shoulder and say, did you make your calls today? Hey, did you follow up with those leads? Did you set an appointment? Now, if you have a coach like myself, I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to call you every day and ask you if you did your job. I'm going to hold you accountable in our coaching sessions, and I'm going to ask you those questions. I'm not going to do the work for you. But here's the thing in real estate. If you don't show up to the office one day, there's not a manager with a clipboard looking around saying, where's Billy at? He's not here today. Somebody give him a call. I'm a little concerned. Nope. You don't show up, you're out of sight, out of mind. Nobody's going to fire you for not showing up. If you don't feel like doing your calls today, nobody's watching, right? So that's actually a pro and a con, but it is a pro. And I'll give you actually an example. Today I had to do something personal. I was able to not ask anybody. I didn't have to call my boss and say, "Hey, can I move this around today because I have to run to this appointment?" No, I didn't have to ask anybody. I'm a very disciplined person, so I'm going to do my lead generation in the afternoon today, but not for everybody. Pro number 3, control of your life. Yes, you're going to be in control. No boss, no cap, no ceiling. But let me be very very clear on this. And I kind of said this already. If you can't control your actions, you're not going to be able to control your income. 20% of your efforts lead to 80% of your results. Focus on your 20% that's going to lead you to the result that you want. You'll be okay. You you just need a little more control over your behavior. Now let's talk about the cons. Con number 1, I talked. A pro was uncapped income. Now a con is inconsistent income. So again, you don't get paid for your effort. You get paid for when you close deals. Very simple concept. Sometimes closings get delayed. 10 out of 10, it's not going to be your fault. There could be title issues, mortgage issues, appraisal issues, home inspection gap. There's all kinds of reasons. Maybe we lost a deposit. There could be hundreds of reasons why a deal gets delayed that are not going to be your fault. So you could be working really hard today and you might not see money for 30, 60 days. That's why it's so important every day to wake up with the mindset, I'm unemployed today, who's going to employ me? Because, and I've seen this story millions of times, an agent will get their, if they're a new agent, they'll get their first deal under contract. Yay, celebrate. We'll give you a high five. But we got to ask you what's next. Because, and I've seen this before, agents will get that one transaction under contract and then they baby it. And then they look at it and they look at their calendar, counting down the days, and then the day of closing, the buyer lost their job. They actually feel worse because now what's next? Nothing, because you didn't do anything else. So that's a con. Con number 2, and I talked about this in a prior video. Again, thank you for watching. Rejection is daily. Rejection is every single day. It's not just an occasional rejection. People are going to ignore you. They're going to ghost you. They're going to diss you. They're just going to say, we're looky-loos. We're working with somebody new. I don't want to work with you anymore. I don't like this. I don't like that. Not right now. I'm going to wait. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm not going to buy. I'm going to rent. All of these things are going to happen. And here's the problem. Most real estate agents take that personally. It's just part of the process. Again, build your pipeline. And con number 3, nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to come and save you. What do I mean by that? I said it earlier. There's no manager walking over to your desk and giving you your chores for the day. Hey, Billy, you're falling behind. Let's fix that pipeline of yours. You could sit there and stare at your computer for weeks, feeling busy, but making no money. And no one's going to come and save you. If it's meant to be, it's up to me, right? You are responsible for the outcomes in your life. Not just business, but in your life as well. So here's the part, as we kind of wind down, here's the part that nobody talks about. Real estate's not just a career. It's a great career, but it's not just a career. It's an identity shift. You go from employee to entrepreneur. You go from reactive to getting proactive. You go from being comfortable to discomfort. And most people in real estate don't fail because they don't know what to do. If you're watching this and you're not licensed, I'm sure you did your YouTube homework. You have an idea of what to do. They fail because they don't become the person who actually does the job. So we don't need more. We don't need 100 training classes. We don't need to feel ready. We just need to take action now. Get your license. It's live today. You start now. It doesn't have to be perfect because confidence does not come first, action does. So, if you're willing to talk to people, you're willing to be uncomfortable, you're willing to stay consistent, this business can and will change your life. But if you're looking for something easy, this is not it. Comment below if this video helped you anyway, or tell me what. Comment below. Are you thinking of becoming a real estate agent? Comment below. Tell me why. And if you want real estate coaching training and the truth that most people will not tell you, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe. If you're in the Philadelphia area and you want to have a conversation with me, send me a message on Instagram. I'd be more than happy to connect with you. Thanks again for the support, and we'll see you on the next video.